19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it just...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Eagle defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Chandler. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Ravens at 13 and 3 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Now Chandler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In motion, the tight end. Third and 2, here's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
Here's Chandler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Jackson now. And he's got it. Touchdown. Zay Flowers from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Tucker with an extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
straight ahead. It's game well. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen gets in there and drops him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. Pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 6 now. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
Johnson goes in motion left. Swift. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Hey, come on. Hey, hey.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Hard throw, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
13. Hey. Let's get some points out. That defense can't stop you. No way. Change it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Push through, baby. Let's do this.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. They juked him, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Once again, it's Swift. Oh, good move. And he's going to get his guys another 1st down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the 2nd half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that 1st half.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jackson's throw taken in by Wrigley here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hey, report. Report. No, we change it.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Put a man in motion left. Ridley.
Go.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
13.
On second down, Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Rodgers to return it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to lose yardage here. As he will switch ends, his time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big swipe right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in.
I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Rodgers on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that one.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. And last 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 coming up.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Jackson.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
2nd down, goal to go. Jackson.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Hey. Warren, you can do it. You got to score right now. You changed it.
Jackson to throw.
Flush to his right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
Tucker's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.